Alright, first and foremost, give our praises to Yahweh, which Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, because the scripture said don't basically speak in another language unless you got an interpreter, man. So Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, Ba Hashem, which Ba is in, Ha is the, and Shem is the name, his name, man. Yahweh Shai, we say it together, say it over though. Then Ba Hashem, Rakah Kodash, which Ba Hashem again is in the name. Rakah is spirit, Kodash is holy, you know, in the Holy Spirit. The honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutation, and love to the elect around the four corners of the earth. Right. Alright, first and foremost, we're gonna give our praises to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Rakah Kodash. Hey, and we out here once again, man, you know, basically to proclaim the truth of the Bible, man, you know, because it was prophesied that in the last days, man, that the Lord was going to raise up, he was going to raise his people, going to put the spirit on his people, man. He was going to raise up 144,000 men, man, you know, and they was going to sing, as it were, a new song, man. The song isn't new, it has been renewed, man, because according to, Jeremiah 17:4, we discontinued from our heritage, man. You know, we lost everything, man. Get Jeremiah 17 first, let's go at the top. You alright?
That's it. Bible something? You know, I'm trying to get something to my account.
Right, man, and another thing, man, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians, man, you so-called Cubans, you so-called Haitians, so-called Seminole Indians, so-called Argentinians to Chileans, you Guerans to Colombians to Uruguayans, man, you so-called Mexicans, man. You the real children of Israel, man. So when you read the Bible, you come across the name Jacob, man. You come across the name Zion, which Zion is memorial, man. But Zion is another way, another name that the Lord called the 12 tribes, man. You know? So, go ahead,
Alright, this is Jeremiah chapter 13, start at verse 1. This is like chapter 17, start at verse 1. The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron and with the point of a diamond.
Right, man. So the sin of Judah, man, is you so-called Negroes, you so-called West Indians, you so-called Haitians, man. You say your sin is with an iron and there's with a diamond, man. You say diamond, right?
Okay.
Because diamond, you have to use diamond to cut through certain stones, man. So that's what the diamond was used for, man. So the Lord engraved our sin up on the stone, man. He ain't let us make it for our sins, man. Lord basically punished us for everything we did, man. But he also promised to have mercy on us, man. No? Go ahead,
Back in verse 1. It is graven upon the table of their horns and upon the horns of your altars. Verse 2. While their children remember their altars and their doings by the green tree upon the high hills.
Right, man, because we had started worshiping the God of those other nations, man. You know, started sacrificing to the other nations' gods, man. And even your churches today made like the ancient groves, man. You know, that our people when we actually started worshiping other gods, man. And when you go to church, man, as far as you Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, whether you call yourself a Christian or Roman Catholic, man, they basically got you worshiping other gods, man. They have an image of the so-called white Jesus in there, man, which go back to Caesar Borgia, man. It actually goes back to a real man, man. You know, how you celebrate Easter, Christmas, and all these guys go back into ancient Babylon, ancient Egypt, man, which we was worshiping during this time, man. Go ahead.
All verse 3. O my mountains in the field, I will give thy substance and all thy treasures to the spoil, and thy high places for sin throughout all thy borders.
Come, man, and that's what happened, man.
Read that over. All right, we'll go back to Jeremiah 17:3. O my mountains in the field, I will give thy substance and thy treasures to the spoil, and thy high places for sin.
Right, man.
Throughout all thy borders.
And that's what happened, man. Because the Babylonians came and took us down, man. And Jeremiah was prophesying to our people the whole time, man. But they didn't want to listen, man. And guess what, man? We in modern day Babylon right now, man. And you get the so-called Edomites, man, where the so-called white man, he is controlling modern day Babylon, man. You know, and they gonna come down upon us again, man. We out here, it's like the same cycle over and over again, man. Prophets always come out and do what they did in the ancient time, man, which warned our people, man, try to get them to repent, man, know and let them know what was to come, man. So it's like the same thing happening again, man. Go ahead, bro.
Alright, verse 4, Jeremiah 17, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Right, man. So we Salakia. So we discontinued from our heritage, man. We discontinued from who we were, man. You know, we lost our land, man. You know, we lost everything, man. You know, so that's why today we got these names upon us, man. Negroes, African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, man. You know. Those just bywords, but that was the curse we came upon them, man. Go ahead, dog.
Alright, let's start over. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
We serving our enemies in the land which we know it's not, man, which is America, man. Go ahead.
Right, I'm going to say something on that. We know that this future prophecy, because Jeremiah talking about during the time of the Babylonian captivity, and all our people didn't go into captivity in Babylon, because the Babylon allowed some of our people to stay in the land. So we know that this talking about future prophecy of us coming over here, over these lands in the west.
Right, and to add to what the brother's saying, we didn't discontinue. We knew we was Israelites still, man. We was in ancient Babylon, man. We knew we were the Israelites, man. So we didn't discontinue from our heritage, man. This is when we finally discontinued from our heritage, man. And it started when the Greeks came in, man. But it's fulfilled itself in America, man. Because even when the Greeks came in, we still knew we was Israelites, man. But they the ones basically started to push, look, we gonna discontinue them from their heritage, man. Which proves it's the same people today they playing just in this fruition now, man. No, go ahead.
Right, I'm gonna just piggyback on something you said about the Greeks. Because one of the things they said let's take the memorial of them from the earth, you know, just rough paraphrase. And that's what they did. That's why our people don't recognize themselves with being an Israelite. Verse 4, continue on. And thy heritage that I gave thee, I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Right.
Thus said Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man.
So cursed be the man that trusted in man, man. You know, who you supposed to trust in, man? You have a shot, man. The Heavenly Father and His Son, man. Cursed be he that trusted in man, man. You know, and we love our brothers, we love our sisters, man. But at the same time, we in this flesh. At any time, we can be wrong or go out, man. So we always gonna trust in. And how do we trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh by trusting in what His words say, man? Trusting these words, man. Go ahead, bro.
And then continue on. Let me read some of those. We're gonna go with it, right? Thus said Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man, and maketh flesh his arms, and whose heart departed from Yahweh. Shah.
Right, man. And our people, because that's the mind frame of our people right now, man. They always looking for a great leader. They always, even going back to the times of the book of Samuel, man, when they asked for Saul to be their king, man. And the Lord, and Samuel was telling them, look, the Lord is y'all king, man, but since y'all asked for a king, I'm going to give y'all a king, and he basically going to do what he want to do with your sons, man. You know, basically, he gonna basically do his own will on your sons, man. Have them doing what he want them to do, man. And that's the same way today, man. People are always looking for a different leader to rise up, man. You know. But hey, going back to the scriptures, man. You don't supposed to trust in man, man. Our people look up to the path which the Lord set up men to teach you, man. But at the same time, man, you got to know that's a man, and that man can go off at any time, man. So your trust always is in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? Something?
Yeah. When you say the Lord set up men to teach the word, that's why the scriptures say, search the precepts for knowledge. So regardless of who teaching the word, you should have the book open too and see if the words he's saying is he coming from the book. Continue on, verse 6. For he shall be like the heat in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the perch place in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabit.
Right, man. Going back to we should serve our enemies. We should serve our enemies in the land we don't know, man. So that's why we under and we serving all our enemies right now, man. But the so-called white man is our arch enemy, man. So that's why he on the top of us right now. That's why these other nations is right up under him, ruling over us in Babylon the Great, man. You know, because the word say enemies right there with the S, and we know this mainly talking about the so-called white man. But the other nations are our enemies too, man. Go ahead. They sit on that.
Yeah, they sit on verse 6.
There's some more you need to keep going on that.
Yeah, let's keep on going. Verse 7. Blessed is a man that trusts in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and whose hope Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river.
Right, man. And going back into how do you trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man? First and foremost, you gotta know what his words say, man. Like the brother was saying, a preacher, a man proclaiming to be a man of the Lord can say this and that, man. But what he say got to come out these scriptures, man. You know, and then it say, if you trust in this word, you should be like a tree planted by the river, man. You ain't gonna be moved, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when he cometh, but her leaves shall be green, and shall not be careful in the years of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. The heart is deceitful above all things.
Which that word heart goes into the mind, man. So your mind is this wicked and deceitful above all things, man. So you got to understand that, man. You had a lot of people say I should have went with my first mind, man. Your first mind ain't the right thing all the time, man. You know, you got to line your mind up with your how about you and how shot mind, man. You know, go here, bro.
The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked.
Yes, right.
It's like, who can know it?
Right.
Verse 10. Yahweh searches the heart and try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruits of his doing.
Right, man. According to the fruits of his doings, with your fruits go into they can go into right here is to go into your works, man. What you do, man. Because if you that tree, and like it said, if you trusting in the Lord, you say your roots gonna be like a roots. That's because what do the root of a tree do, man? It's always searching for water, man, so it can keep growing. So that's why you have roots of trees that continue to spread out. What are those roots searching for? The water, man. So you gotta continuously to search for this truth, man. You gotta continue to seek, man, and that's what's gonna make you continue to grow, man. You had so much? Get that right, man. Because got to basically we got to renew the mind of our people, man. That's why the Lord basically told Nicodemus, man, you got to be born again, man. You know, so a lot of our people still don't clearly understand what that means, man. You know, the churches talk about it, man, but they teach you to be born. They really teaching you to be born again according to the Babylonian way, man, according to the American way, man, not according to the scriptures, man. You know, your whole mind frame had to be changed, man. Go ahead. I'm wait, Acts 3 and 18.
Acts what?
3 and 18. I said it was 18. Right, man, because hey, no matter what, man, no matter how it look, man, the Lord gonna deliver his people, man. No matter how long it take, you know, no matter how much the so-called white man think his technology is taking him places, man. The Lord is gonna bring his strength to the ground, man. The Lord is gonna bring all that to nothing, man.
It's like I'm just using my phone. Wind blowing too hard. Alright, this is the book of Acts, chapter 3, we'll start at verse 18. But those things which Yahweh before have showed by the mouth of all his prophets, that the Hamashiach shall suffer, he have so fulfilled.
Right, man. So this going to the Acts of the Apostles now, man. You know, which they basically was breaking down the word to our people, man. Because what happened, man, a lot of, you know, it was mainly the rulers of our people, man. It was the wicked rulers of our people at the time who wanted the Lord killed, man. You know, because they got jealous of him, man. They, you know, and then he was exposing all their wickedness they was doing, man. You know, but then you had a lot of our people who was following up behind them rulers, man. So what John and Peter was doing right here was basically breaking down to them like, look, man, everything that happened was spoken by the prophets, man. You know, and in fact, get verse 17 now. Read verse 17.
Alright, it's back in Acts chapter 3, verse 17. And now, brothers, I warn that through ignorance ye did it, as did also your rulers.
Right, man. So now, like I said, John and Peter was actually talking to they still preaching the word of the Lord, man. These are the Acts of the Apostles right here. Go ahead.
Alright, verse 18. But those things which Yahweh before have showed by the mouth of his prophets, that the Hamashiach should suffer, he have so fulfilled.
Right, man. When we know the main prophet that spoke of Yahushua suffer, man, is Isaiah, man. In Isaiah the 53rd chapter, it goes into how the Lord suffered, man. How he suffered, man. How he should be acquainted with grief. How he should come to his own people and they knew him not, man. You know, they rejected him, man. Go ahead.
Alright, verse 19. Repent ye therefore, and be converted, that your sins may be blotted out.
Come.
When the times of refreshment shall come from the presence of Yahweh, of the Most High.
Right, man. And it's time to repent, man. You know, it's time for our people to repent, man. You know, first and foremost, man, you just humble yourself to the Heavenly Father and ask him to forgive you, man. And then ask him to show you his true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. And Lord willing, man, if you chose it, he gonna show it to you, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Alright. Verse 20. And he shall send Yahushua, Hamashiach, which before was preached unto you, whom the heaven must receive unto the times of restitution of all things, which the Most High has spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began.
And that's how the Most High always spoke, man. Since the world began, by the mouth of his holy prophets, man. Go ahead.
Verse 22. For Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall the Most High, it's like a prophet shall Yahweh, the Most High, raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me.
Right, man, of your brethren, like unto you, man. And that's I think that's Deuteronomy 18 and 15, man.
Yeah, that's it. I'll bring it up. All right, this Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15. Yahweh, the Most High, will raise up thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren.
Right, like he said, from the midst of thee, man. So that's how the Lord was, when the Lord was born, man, he grew up amongst his people, man. And every, like, that's why when the Lord did reveal himself and started to preach, that's why the people was like, ain't this the son of Joseph and Mary, the carpenter? Because the Lord ain't really, only the people knew who he really was like his immediate family at the time, like his mom, you know, who the angels came to and told him what he was going to do, man. You know, but just going from, even when Yahushua went in the temple at the time of 12, and they was like, the men was amazed at his great wisdom, he still didn't reveal who he was at the time, man. He didn't reveal who he was at the time until when John came preaching, and then he came after that, man. And John was at the age of 30, and Yahushua was like 6 months behind him, man. So, like I said, he grew up in the midst of his brethren, man. You know, so he grew up like a regular man until it was time for him to reveal himself for who he was, man. So that's why everybody was like, hey, this the son of, ain't he the son of Joseph and Mary? He a regular man, man. You know, go ahead,
Yahweh, thy power, will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken, according to all that thou desires of Yahweh thy power, in Herbon, in the day of assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of Yahweh thy power, my power slacking. Neither let me see the great fire anymore, that I die not.
You can go back, right, man, because that's a lot of our people get in that same mind frame like the Israelites did back during the time of Moses, man. You know, Moses came preaching the word, and they was like, why we can't talk to the Most High ourselves, man? You know, but then when they did get a chance and to hear the Most High voice, man, they were scared to death and they didn't want to hear it no more, man. You know, but now the Lord got his word here, man. And he got his men out here preaching the word, man. So this how the Lord talk to you, man. That ain't saying the Lord won't come give you different visions, you know, but this how the Lord talk, man. He got his word here, and he got his men preaching his word, man. Go ahead, bro.
All right, this back in Acts chapter 3, verse 19. Repent ye therefore, and be converted, that your sins may be blotted out, when the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And he shall send Yahushua, Hamashiach, which before was preached unto you, whom the heaven must receive unto the times of restitution of all things.
And the time of restitution of all things is coming, man. You know, it's more prophecies have to play out, man. But however long it take, man, you know, we gonna wait on it, man. Go ahead, bro.
Which Yahweh has spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began. For Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall Yahweh, your power, raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me. Him ye hear in all things, whatsoever he shall say unto you.
Right, man. So now, Peter and John basically breaking down to the men of Israel. Look, this was prophesied unto your fathers, man. This was prophesied in the Old Testament, man. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from amongst the people.
Right, man, because what? Now you got Old Testament Israelites don't want to accept Yahushua, man. They want to cling to the Old Testament, man. But if you want to go by the Old Testament alone, man, that means you got to have your Levitical priests offering up sins for your sacrifices and everything, man. You know, because you going to go off, man. So where your Levitical priests sacrificing, man, where your altar at, man, for your Old Testament Israelites, man. It don't make no sense, man.
Yeah, they don't have that grace. Certain sins, you have to get stoned to death, or put to death. Verse 24. Yea, and all the prophets from Samuel, and those that follow after, as many as have spoken, have likewise foretold of these days.
Right.
Ye are the children of the prophets.
Right, man. So you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, man, Native American Indians, man, you are the children of the prophets, man. And you need to understand this, man. That's why you clinging to this Bible, man. You got a zeal for this book, but it ain't according to knowledge, man. Go ahead, bro.
We are the children of the prophet and of the covenant which the Most High made with our fathers.
Right, man. So we are the children of the prophets and of the covenants, man. Go ahead.
Saying unto Abraham, and to thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed.
And all the kindreds of the earth are blessed out for us, man. You know, we make the world go around, man. Without us, it'll be, without us, man, this world is nothing, man.
Salt of the earth.
Right, man. You know, we the salt of the earth, man. Going back into when Jacob's name was changed to Israel, man. What did the angel tell him? You should have power with the Most High and with men, man. You know? Go ahead,
all right, verse 26.
Because we built up America, man. You got the so-called white man walking around all proud of his kingdom, man. But he didn't do nothing, man. But he finna pay for all his sins, man. He finna pay for all the wickedness he committed against us, man. You know? And America is Babylon the Great in the Bible. And America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, man. Go ahead, bro.
Unto you first, Yahweh, having raised up his son, Yahweh Shai.
Right, so he raised up his son unto the nation of Israel, man. You know, go ahead.
Sent him to bless you and turn away every one of you from his iniquities.
Right, man. Get Isaiah 14, dog. You had something, bring it out, bro.
Isaiah 14. Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Yasharallah.
Right, so the Most High will yet have mercy upon you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And this is something that people have to understand, man. You went to church today, and all your pastor did was make you feel good, man. And so you can pay, when he passed the plate around, you'll be ready to give him your money, man. He probably read 1 or 2 scriptures, and that was it, man. You know, more scriptures supposed to come out than he do talking, man. But the first thing he's supposed to be telling you, if you're a Negro, Hispanic, Latino, or Native American, man, you are the children of the prophets and of the covenants, man. Go ahead, bro.
And set them in their own land.
So the Most High gonna yet choose Israel, man. He gonna have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set us in our own land, man. You know, but going back to Jeremiah 17, what it say? We should come to a land we should not know and serve our enemies, man. And that's talking about America, man. You know, but that wasn't the end of it, man. Keep Romans 11. We're gonna go back to it.
Romans chapter 11, starting at verse 1. I say then, have the Most High cast away his people?
Right, man. So this for that little Christianity doctrine that they got, man. Talking about it ain't about and this is the New Testament right here, man. Talking about you can be a spiritual Israelite and it ain't about Israel no more, man. So what Paul talking about right here, man? Go ahead.
God forbid.
Right, the Most High forbid, man. Go ahead.
For I also am the Israelite
Come.
of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Right. Go ahead.
God have not cast away his people, for it's like God have not cast away his people, which he foreknew.
Come.
Or he know what the scripture said about Elijah? How did he make an intercession to God against Israel, saying?
Right, man, because even Elijah, man, he was like, look, Lord, they wicked, just destroy them, man. And the Lord had to be like, hold on, Elijah. You know, go ahead. Because you get this mind frame today, man. You know, brothers will come out and preach, and ain't nobody listening, man. But you'll ride past the churches, all the church houses full, man. They being fed lies, man. You know, go ahead.
Lord, they have killed thy prophet, and dig it down thy altars.
Right.
And I am left alone.
And this, go ahead.
And they seek.
Salaki, even Elijah said that's in the Old Testament. But our people did it again in the New Testament, man. Going to what John and Peter was telling them, look, you know, through ignorance, y'all basically delivered Yahushua to the so-called Romans, man, which those so-called white men back then, man, and had them killed, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
Lord, they have killed thy prophet, and dig it down thy altars.
Right, man, because you got 2/3 of our people. They don't want to hear about their wickedness, man. You know, they don't want to hear about where they going off at, man. So what they did in times past, man? They killed the prophets, man. You know, go ahead.
And I am left alone.
Come, which Elijah thought he was left alone at the time, man. Go ahead.
And they seek my life.
Come.
But what said the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so then, at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
Right, man. So even according to this time, there is a remnant according to the election of grace, man. You know, so the Most High never cast away his people, man. Even 2/3 of his people gonna come back in the kingdom and be good, man. Even 2/3 that have to be destroyed on this side, they gonna be good, man. You know, once the Most High set us in our own land and have mercy upon us, man. You can go back. You want to do something else? You want to keep going on that? You can read down to verse 7.
Okay. This is verse 6. Romans 11, verse 6. And if by grace, then it's not no more of works.
Right, man. So if by grace, it is not more of works, man. You know? So it don't matter, basically, man, what you other nations try to do to receive the kingdom, man. It ain't about that, man. It's about who the Lord promised to have mercy to and who he had them covenants with, man. Even though this right here going to the 1/3 of the elect of the nation of Israel, man, who gonna be saved, man.
Right, well, the scripture you can't pluck them out of the Most High's hand.
Come. Go ahead, bro.
But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
Right, man. So 2/3 of our people, man, they not gonna attain what they seeking for, man. You know, because you got 2/3 out. You really like and we're gonna get Romans 10 after this, man. Because from Romans 1 all the way through I think it going to 15, man. Paul just breaking down everything to the Israelites and Romans, man. Go ahead, bro.
Alright. But the elect have obtained it, and the rest was blinded.
Right, man. But the election gonna attain this, and the rest is blinded, man. You know. You go ahead. I go back to Isaiah.
You don't want Romans 10?
Yeah, get Romans 10. Get Romans 10.
Where you want to start it out?
Top.
Alright, this Romans 10, chapter 1. Brethren, my heart desire and prayer to Yahweh for Israel is that they may be saved.
Right, man. So just like Paul's heart's and desire was to Israel, his heart's desire that Israel might be saved, man. But Paul was the one who the Lord used to go to the Gentiles, right? Who was those Gentiles, man? Those are Israelites who had started keeping the customs of the Gentiles, who had been Hellenized during the time of the Greeks, that third kingdom, that third beast that was spoke about in Daniel the 7th chapter, man. You know, you had under the so-called white man, which the Greek kingdom was his first kingdom, man, which the Edomites according to the Bible, man. He started to Hellenize our people, man. So by the time the Lord did come up on the scene, man, you had a lot of our people scattered throughout that whole province, man. And a lot of our people was considered Gentiles and Greeks, man. You know, go ahead, bro. But Paul's heart and desire is for Israel that they might be saved, man. Go ahead, bro.
For I bear them records that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge.
Right, man. And even back during the time of the Lord, man, that's why the Lord had to come set the record straight, and then the apostles after him had to keep going with it, man. Because our people had a zeal for the Most High back then, but it wasn't according to knowledge, man. Why? Because during the time of the Grecian captivity, man, we started mixing. We started being Hellenized. We started mixing Greek ways with our ways, man. So even back then, we had a zeal of the Most High, but it wasn't according to knowledge, man. And right now, it's 10 times worse, man. What up, bro? You know you're an Israelite, don't you, bro?
Yeah,
know what chose people.
know.
Okay, all right.
Bro.
Yes, bro.
I'm not ignorant to my people.
Okay, come.
I stay with
All right. Verse 3. For they being ignorant of the Most High righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness.
And just think about this, man. That Paul wrote this. This was wrote 2,000 years ago, man. You know, this was wrote 2,000 years ago, man. Basically, in between 2,000 years ago, I could be off by the time, man. We know from your house out and that, it's 2018 years ago, man. You know, so when Paul wrote this, man, he was talking to the people back then, man. So this was going on back then, man. But go fast forward to 2,000 years now, man. It's worse than that, man, because our people knew they were Israelites back then, but they don't know they Israelites now, man. You know?
I was just going to say that. You know. It's worse now. And then also, too, you know, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, the apostles, and all the disciples, they had problems with the leaders of the church. And the biggest thing was the leaders of the church, they didn't have the true doctrine, the true understanding of Yahweh Shai. And that's the same thing going on now. So they didn't have the understanding then, and they knew they was Israelites, so you just imagine how long
Going back to that Jeremiah 17:4, we discontinue from our heritage completely, man. Go ahead, you had something?
All right, it's verse 3.
Cause see, you realize something, how this Romans 10, and then we might go back to Romans 9, man. Cause from how Paul going from, and then even Romans 8, man, Paul was basically breaking down to the Israelites, man. I can think back all the way from Romans 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way leading up to this, man. How Paul was breaking down to the Israelites basically where they was slipping and going off at, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
All right, this verse 3. For they, being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness,
Right.
and going about to establish their own righteousness.
So how are you ignorant of the Most High righteousness, man? You ignorant to His law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, of rehearsing the righteous acts, man. Our people ignorant to the Most High righteousness, man. But they go about and establish their own righteousness, man. You know, you tell them you can't. Look, you don't supposed to celebrate Easter, man. Christmas, Valentine's Day. You don't supposed to eat pork, man. You know, a lot of our people ignorant to that, man. You know, and they go about to establish their own righteousness, man. They don't understand that man, that the so-called white man is considered the wicked in the Bible, man. He considered Esau, man. They try to establish their own righteousness and try to make it look like the Lord loved everybody, man. Go ahead,
Let me say one thing about Esau, the so-called white people. scriptures say you have inherited lives. And we know that our people, the Israelites, have inherited lives, but also too, the white people have inherited lives as well, because it's an elite group of white people. They pretty much call themselves the elite. The Rothschild, the Rockefeller. It ain't that many of them, but they call themselves the 1%, and they have deceived the whole world. They even have lied to their own people. They got their own people thinking that they are the Jews over there in the land, and the elite, the Rothschild, and that group that I'm talking about, the 1%, they know that their bloodline go back to Edom, to Esau, and they claim it, and they don't lie to their people. They got them thinking that they're people that they're not, and also too, they call the so-called white people over here, the Bushes on down. We know the Bushes is one of the top families over here. They call them Goyim, and that means cattle. So, you know, they ain't just rewrite history to lie to our people. They don't lie to their people as well. That's why there's so many white people that we see, you know, here in America. They don't know what's going on. You know, they don't even know that they are related to those fake Jews over there in the East, over there in Israel. They don't even know that. They think that they are God's chosen people, but they don't even understand they are the same bloodline. Their own people, the 1%, they have lied to them as well. Back in verse 3, for they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High.
And our people was doing this back then, man. It started with the Greeks, man. You know, because you had them wicked Sadducees, man. That's what the wicked Sadducees, that was their thing, man. Well, I'm saying the Sadducees party, period, man. Their whole thing was they tried to mix Greek culture with our culture, man. So they was ignorant because just think about it, okay, that now when the Greeks first came under Alexander, you know, because even with Ptolemy the first, he had started probably like 323, around 320 BC, man. He started telling the Israelites come move to Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying? They can keep their customs there. You know, so this when the Bible first got translated to the Greek, man. And the time it might be out, man. The date might be out. But this when our people first translated the Bible from the Hebrew to the Greek, man. So what the Sadducees started doing, man, they started to become Hellenized. Well, this is who the Sadducees part arose from, but they started to be Hellenized and not even realize it, man. So they started to mix Greek culture with our culture, man. So like that scripture saying, they basically, and like I said, okay, it started with that Ptolemy, but then the Greeks ruled over us for like 300 years, man. So just think how it had got from them ruling into 300 years. This probably like 4 generations that came, man. So you got generation after generation, they being lesser and lesser. They don't even know what the fathers knew the time when the Greeks first came. So 300 years later, man, they thinking something right and it was wrong, man. So this was Paul clearing up, man. They was ignorant to the Most High righteousness and going back to establish their own righteousness, man. And now our people do that. Our people do that to this day, man. You know. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4. Hamashiach is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth.
Right. So what does that mean? Hamashiach is the end of the law to righteousness to everyone that believeth, man. You know. He came to fulfill the law, man. He is the end of the law. Is what was the covenant? He came to establish that the new covenant is. He came to establish that old covenant, man, which the law. He died for our sins, man. You know, so that the law, statutes, and commandments can be wrote down in one part, man. You know, but that don't mean okay because the churches use that. See, they say the Lord is the end of the law. We don't got to keep the law no more, man. No, that's why I said. Go to Romans 3 and 31 right quick, right? That's why I said from Romans 1 all the way, Paul was just breaking different stuff down, man. You know? Romans 3 and 31.
All right, this is Romans chapter 3, verse 31. Do we then make void of the law through faith?
Right, because go ahead.
The Most High forbid, yet we establish the law.
Right, man. So then, do we make void the law through faith? Through faith in who? Yahweh Shai? Nah, we establish the law, man. We just understand if we break the law, man, we don't gotta sacrifice no different animals. The Lord is the ultimate sacrifice, man. You know, we receive grace through Him, man. But we establish the law when we start trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, man. You know, go back to Rome. Go to Romans 9. Man. We're gonna backpedal, man. We started in Romans 11, man. More.
All right, this the books in Romans, chapter 9, verse 1. I say the truth, in Hamashiach I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart.
Right.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brothers, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites.
Right, man, because the whole book of Romans, when Paul was writing is to the Israelites. Why you think he keep reiterating the Israelites, man? You know, go ahead.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertain the adoption.
To whom pertain the adoption.
And the glory.
Come.
And the covenants.
Come.
And the giving of the law.
Which we read, which we read in the Acts. You know, when Peter and John was talking about you, the children of the prophets, and of the covenants, man, and the giving of the law. So this who this was for the Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. But now it's time for you to stop serving and worshiping the Most High how you want to, man. You gotta worship Him in spirit and truth, man. You know, you gotta stop trying to establish your own righteousness and do it how the book say, do it to the best of your ability, man. You know, go ahead, bro. And the first thing is come back to your nationality, man. You know, start understanding you the children of the prophets, man, and the children of the covenant. And this covenant is for nobody else, man. Go ahead.
All right. To whom pertain the adoptions, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High.
So you the only one committed to do the service of the Most High, man. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you the only one worthy to teach this word, man. That was committed unto you, man. So you don't supposed to be listening to no other nation try to teach you the word, man. Go ahead, bro.
And the promise.
And the promises, man. Go ahead.
Whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerned the flesh, Hamashiach came.
And whom, as concerned the flesh, whom the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ came, man. You know, go ahead.
Who is over all, the Most High blessed forever. Amen.
Come, go ahead.
Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect.
See, it ain't that the word of the Most High have taken none effect, man. You know, because another thing, man, during the time of the Greeks, because you had the Maccabees that rose up, man. You know, we rededicated the temple, man, and we was fighting the Edomite South, man. You know, it started with Judas, man. Then Jonathan came, man. Simon was the last man. But after Simon had two sons. Simon had two sons, but one of his sons, John Hyrcanus, man, what did he do, man? He had started forcing the Edomite. He had forcing you so-called Greeks, because that's what you were calling yourselves at the time, man. But the scriptures tell you was Idumea, man. In First Maccabees 4. But what did John Hyrcanus do? He had started forcing the Edomites to keep the law, man. So now you can understand, and we know the Greek kingdom turned into the Greco-Roman kingdom, man. Because Herod was considered a Greek, man. You know, Herod came from the Greeks, man. But they was all one nation, man. One was calling themselves the Greeks, one was calling themselves the Romans, just from the area they was coming from, man. But they was all the Edomites, man. But going back to John Hyrcanus, he was forcing the Edomites to keep the law, man. So now you can understand why Paul going into this right here, man. You know, because these two the brothers that was in Rome, man. And they had, and by even John Hyrcanus started forcing those Edomites to keep the law, he was establishing his own righteousness, man. He was establishing his own righteousness because that wasn't so. That's why Paul going to this right here. Read that verse 5 with the part again where it said, who's out of service and giving of the law, was it verse 5, Romans 9 and 5. 4.
Whose are Israelites, to whom pertain the adoption and the glory?
Right, because we had to be adopted back, man. That's Galatians 4, man. I'm gonna get it real quick, man. You stay right there, I'm gonna get it. Galatians 4 and 4. But when the fullness of the time was come, the Most High sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons, man. So going back into when it said Hamashiach was the end of the law in Romans 10 and 4, this is what this talking about. He came back to adopt us, to redeem us back who was under the law, man. You know, because we had been breaking the law, so we had to be redeemed back, man. Even when you had the priests offering up the different sacrifices for our sins, man. Romans 10 tell you that was basically set up for a shadow of things to come and tell your body was prepared, man. You know, so Yahushua was always from the beginning of time, he was going to be set up to come be our sacrifice. The Lord just was putting in the Israelites' mind a sacrifice had to be made for their sins, man. That's why I went into that lamb unblemished, going back into that was shadow of things to come for the setting up the time of when Yahushua came, man. Go ahead, Art.
Continue on 4,
come
like that.
Romans 9 and 4.
And the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High.
Right, so this belongs only to the Israelites, man. Go ahead.
And the promises.
And the promises, man. So when John Hyrcanus started forcing the Edomites to keep the law, you know, he was establishing his own righteousness, man. And he was establishing his own righteousness. You can kind of figure, you can kind of see why he went into that. Because what the Greeks was doing, the Greeks was forcing us to keep their thing, man. So John just went overboard with it, man. So, but he was basically establishing his own righteousness, man, which it led to. It basically led to our demise, man. Because that's how Herod was able to even be in a position to be to become king of Israel, man. You know. Go ahead, Art.
You want me to jump back down? I'll continue on.
Come on, you can jump back.
Alright.
Not as though the word of the Most High had none. Verse 6, verse 5.
Yeah, 6. Romans 9 to 6. Not as though the word of the Most High had taken none effect.
See, it ain't that the word of the Most High have taken none effect. Go ahead.
For they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
Right, man. So they are not all Israel who are of Israel, man. You know, so and what does that mean? I'm gonna get it real quick. It's Romans 6 and 16. As many as walk according to this rule, peace be unto them and mercy and upon the Israel of the Most High, man. Right, so they are not all Israel who are above Israel, man. It's all about the elect, man. Going into Romans 11, man. Paul, that's why we backpedaling, man. But Paul was building up all this, man, from Romans 1 all the way up to here, man. He started with the law, and he basically started with how we read in Romans 3. But it started in Romans 2, man. Cause he was basically letting our people know in Rome, look. Because some of our people still knew they were Israelites in Rome, but they had went about their steps in their own righteousness, man. Go ahead,
All right, that's verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children.
Right, see, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they children, man. Go ahead, right. Because Abraham had 8 sons, man.
But in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is.
So why did Paul have to reiterate this, man? Why is Paul reiterating this to the brothers in Rome, man? If you go back through the history, you'll understand why. Now you had Edomites thinking they can make it during this time, man. You had John Hyrcanus who had forced them to keep the law. So just think about how time went on, man. And when John Hyrcanus done this, that was probably like 150 years. But now it was like 100 years before the Romans came and took Jerusalem down, man. Go ahead, bro. And it probably wasn't that long. Probably like 70 or 80 years, man. Go ahead.
That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High.
Right, man. So they that are children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High. So why is Paul breaking this down back then, man? Why is he telling the Israelites this back then, man? Go ahead.
But the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
The children of the promise is counted as the seed, man. Go ahead.
For this is the word of the promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also have conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. For the children being not yet born.
Right. And that's another thing you got to ask yourself. Why? Okay, Paul said those that are children of the flesh, okay, go ahead. They are not the children of God, man. So why is Paul reiterating this in right now, man? And then he gonna go right into Jacob and Esau, man. Because Rome was known as Edom Rome back then, man. So our people understood who they was under, man. That's why Paul said, the mystery of iniquity I already do work. Even though that pertained to back then, it's still pertaining to that, man. Because this the modern day Roman Empire, man. We in Rome right now, man. It's Babylon the Great, and it's also known as the modern day Roman Empire, man. So why is Paul touching on this subject to the brothers in Rome? You know what I'm saying? He ain't write this to the church of Galatia or to the other churches. He's strict, and then he gonna go right into Jacob and Esau. So he basically trying to let the Israelites in Rome know these Edomites ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Who y'all living amongst, they can't make it. Go ahead,
All right. This is back in Romans 9:11, verse 11. For the children being not yet born.
So now Paul breaking it down to them even more. He letting them know, basically. Go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead.
For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to the election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
See, not of works, but of him that calleth. It don't matter if you still had them Edomites, so-called Romans, because of the Greco-Roman Empire. It don't matter if they were still if they were still basically trying to keep the law from when the time when they was forced to do it. Paul had to let them know it ain't by works, it's by him that calleth. That's why he went into, for the children not yet being born, haven't done any good or evil. It's all to the purpose according to election might stand. Go ahead.
It was said unto her, the elders shall serve the younger.
Going back into Genesis 25, go ahead.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
So why is Paul touching on this, man? You got to picture yourself